Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday I managed to complete something which I have been wanting to make for a long time, and which is a mini bog garden. Sorry I couldn't go step by step with you about how I made this. However, I will tell you how I managed to do it. First off, you're gonna need a container big enough that's going to hold your soil. You can use a container that doesn't have any drainage in it. However, if you do, you're going to have to put something at the bottom of it for drainage. In my case, I used lava rock here because that lava rock is inert. It doesn't have anything in it. However, if you happen to decide to use lava rock, you're gonna have to wash it off because it's got this nasty stuff on it, like dust or something. And so anyway, put that at the bottom. You're gonna have to mix up your soil. I use one of my rain buckets over there to start mixing up the soil, and I used up and since I don't have any rainwater and I don't have an RO filter I had to use distilled water, and I used up all I had one day, and I had to go back to the store and get myself some more to finish it up. And that's getting to be a little tedious. I need to start looking into a filter to actually filter out the water so I can use it on my carnivorous plants. In any case, in any case, I used a mixture of peat moss and perlite to mix this together. I put the lava rocks on the bottom, mix up the soil. It took several bucket loads of soil to actually build it up to the level it is here. And the PVC pipe here, it's for watering the bog garden. I would pour the water in here into the drainage at the bottom to actually help keep the whole bog moist. If some of you decide to do this, you do not have to use the PVC pipe. There are a couple other ways that you can do it. If you happen to have pea gravel that's inert, you can actually use that as a drainage and use a Dixie cup, cut the bottom of it out, put the Dixie cup on top of the drainage layer, and put more of pea gravel inside the Dixie cup, build up your soil level, move the Dixie cup up all the way to the surface. Or the other way that you can do it is that you can take a flower pot, stick it in the center of your bog, put the soil around the flower pot, and pour your water into it there. And with the drainage holes that the flower pot has, it'll just keep the soil evenly moist. And the pebbles or lava rock or whatever you happen to have at the bottom is going to help keep a reservoir to actually help keep your bog moist. I was going to use fish gravel for this, but I found out when I finally got my TDS meter, I tested the fish gravel. It's got too many minerals on the fish gravel, so I scrapped that idea and decided to get the lava rocks. And however, when it comes to the setup of your bog garden, you got to think about the layout of your bog garden. You also have to think about the grow zone you happen to live in, and go from there. This works well for North American carnivores. Do not under any circumstances put a Nepenthes in a bog garden or a cephalotus, because that neither of those plants are of bog plants. Nepenthes are from tropical Southeast Asia and Cephalotus are from a more sandy soil from Australia, so they will not suit a bog garden at all. I would put the Sarracenia towards the back of it, and I would put like if you happen to put Venus fly traps in the bog garden like I got here, I put most of mine in here. I would put those up towards the front and maybe on a higher level elevation. However, if you ever do have to water the bog garden, you do not have to, and so it will not flush away any of the smaller plants like fly traps and smaller sundews. Oh yes, while I'm on the topic of watering, I forgot to mention if you use the gravel method to build up a column of gravel, you would water where the gravel is, nowhere else on the soil. Okay, and as I was going back to your grow zone, think about which plants would have worked and of what area you have happen to live in. If you happen to live in grow zone like of 8 or 9, I happen to live in zone 9A. I can use fly traps in mine. And if you happen to live in grow zone 8, I believe that's where Venus fly traps happen to be a native grow zone is at. You can use fly traps as well as of Sarracenia and of temperate pinguicula and sundews. If you're not aware of what a pinguicula is, they are your butterwort plants, but of not your Mexican butterworts because they're a different breed compared to the butterworts found here in North America. And however, if you happen to live in grow zone 6 or colder, I would go with the more cold tolerant of American pitcher plants like your Berea right here, or from any of their hybrids. They are some of the coldest tolerant carnivorous plants, coldest around. They can tolerate being frozen and survive and still survive, as well as your more cold tolerant sundews as well, like Drosera rotundifolia. They are which will survive extremely cold temperatures, as well as your more northern and cold tolerant butterworts as well. I also took some leaf cuttings from my current sundews, and I put them down here in the bog garden. And I have to be sure to keep them moist, so that way they'll be sure to take off. And that should wrap up the video today. If you happen to have any questions or comments, or if you happen to like this video, give me a comment and give me a thumbs up, and subscribe if you happen to like this content, and don't be afraid to ask me questions. Bye.